Hello everyone, I am Leyla Mansurova, Associate Professor on the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology and Management. Our lecture today related to subject of pharmaceutical economics, and I would like to present lecture number 6, Pharmaceutical Marketing and its Implementation. Let me introduce a short plan of our lecture. First, we will try to define marketing. Then we will study historical development of marketing concepts, classification of marketing. Then we will talk about marketing strategy and performance with the help of marketing mix. Then we will study which principles of marketing research exist in pharmaceutical sector, and we will study SWOT analysis, the most popular method of marketing research, and marketing communication methods which use in pharmacy practice. Let's start. Every entrepreneur, despite of type of activity which he provides or size of company, think about future profits, about success, about development, and he need to understand that business success based on ability to build a big body of satisfied customers, because real purchasing power on the market are customers. And modern marketing programs are built around this marketing concept, which directs managers to focus their efforts on identifying and satisfying customer needs. Putting the customer first is probably the most popular phrase which used by firms. But sometimes when company organize marketing activity, they concern on solving of problems of company. It's not a good way for marketing performance, because customer should feel that company concerns on solving of problems of customer. There is no single definition of marketing. Different definitions were given by different authors. I would like to present some of them. First definition given by Philip Kotler, who is considered the father of modern marketing. He said that marketing is a set of human activities directed at facilitating and consummating exchanges, because exchange stays on the market, and during exchange products or services are transformed to money. Second definition, marketing is a social process by which individuals and organizations obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging value with others. Also, definition given by Kotler and Armstrong, marketing is a process by which companies create value for customers and build strong customer relationships in order to capture value from customers in return. It means return in form of money, in form of profit. Other definition given by Institute of Marketing, marketing is a management process for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements, profitability. And other definition that its activity, set of institutions and process for creating, communicating, delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large. It's a broader definition of marketing. That you see different approaches to definition of marketing, but all of them based on meeting needs of customers and providing benefits. Philip Kotler concerned more on satisfying needs and wants through an exchange process. Chartered Institute of Marketing concerns more on anticipating and satisfying customer requirements and profitability, and Academy focus on providing changing benefits to the changing needs and demands of the customer. Marketing is a very complex subject, and it deals with all steps between determining customer needs and supplying them at a profit. And all kinds of organizations deal with this process. Let me introduce short history of marketing. The history of marketing is divided into 3 periods. Second part of 19th century, the emergence of the mass market. Then articulation of the modern marketing concept in the middle of 20th century, and transition from the emphasis upon the transaction to the relationship with customers at the end of 20th century. As distinguished discipline, marketing was formulated in the middle of 20th century, and the great role in this process played by Philip Kotler. Philip Kotler is considered the father of modern marketing. It's an American scientist, marketologist, who introduced marketing mix. He is author of more than 60 books about marketing, and his role is really huge. His impact on marketing is huge. I need to know that he is still alive. He is honored professor of Northwestern University and lives in Chicago, United States. Marketing concepts were changing during historical development. At the end of 19th century, production concept was used because this concept concerned on technology, on production of products with less expenses. Because that time demand was much over supply, this concept worked well. Then came the product concept, and this concept focus on production of very high qualitative product, but of course a high qualitative product increase price of this product. Then at the beginning, first part of 20th century, came the selling concept, because competition on the market increased, and that time companies tried to sell their products, and for this they use different methods. One example, visits of agents of companies, people at home, and promotion of their products is good example for selling concept, and it's familiar for you from old Hollywood movies. Then at the second part of 20th century, other concepts were replaced by marketing, consumer-oriented concept which concern on identifying and anticipating of customers' needs and wants. And the last marketing concept, which was formulated at the end of last century, societal marketing concept or social ethic marketing concept. According to this concept, that products or services are more valuable, which producers concern about environment, where production is more ecologically, environmentally friendly, companies which take participants in some social programs, which care about their employees and society as general. There are different kinds of marketing exist. Classification based on some factors. According emphasis of study, marketing divided to macro and micro marketing, similar to macro and microeconomics. According products which sold on the market, there are goods marketing, product marketing, and services marketing. According concerns for profit, divided to for-profit and non-for-profit marketing. Because organizations such as foundations or non-governmental organizations which does not concern about profits, their work does not focus on getting profit, they also deal with marketing because they also need to announce their future activities, their programs to general public. According nature of contact with consumers, there are mass marketing, direct to broad audience, direct marketing, and internet marketing. According market coverage, there are local marketing, regional, national marketing, international, and global marketing. And according nature of customer, nature of final buyer, there are consumer goods and business to business goods marketing. That you understood how marketing is defined, I would like to show you some keys to marketing success. There are some guidelines. First guideline that marketing success based on satisfaction of customers, and only this can give profit to company. Second is to establish a company image that clearly reflects the value and aspirations of the company to employees, customers, and general public. Then, marketing is the aspect of the business that customers see, and if they see something which they don't like, they look elsewhere. Today, competition on the market is high. Fourth, the business should develop a unique strategy that is consistent with the circumstances that it faces, and technological progress also should be considered and used in performing of marketing in the future. All company policies and activities should be aimed at satisfying customer needs, and profitable sales volume is a better company goal than maximum sales volume. But what really company need to do? How they realize this marketing strategy? First, they need to determine the needs of their customers. Market research helps them to identify these needs. Then, analysis of competitive advantages. It's more about market strategy and how to win competition. Selection of specific markets to serve, of specific group of consumers, specific group or groups of consumers which they need to serve, target marketing, and determine how to satisfy needs of your target consumers is market mix. Market research concern on getting good information about the market. Of course, big companies, they have different tools for analysis of market as general, but even small companies such as community pharmacy or drugstore, with the help of survey provided by questionnaire given to customers or prospective customers about their satisfaction or dissatisfaction, or about new products or services which they want to see, is a very useful tool for study of market. Identifying of customer groups and understand which products they need to present, how they need to distribute, which promotional efforts and services they need to implement. It is a good strategy. It's a good marketing strategy, and during this strategy, companies should focus on a target market. Owners of small businesses have limited resources to spend on marketing activities, but even with these small resources, they need to concentrate their marketing efforts on a few key market segments, because they cannot serve all customers. They need to understand which customers they need to satisfy first. Method of market segmentation helps entrepreneurs to identify their target market. For segmentation, use different approaches. First, geographical segmentation, when market is divided by geographical principles to regions, to cities, to districts. For example, community pharmacy should identify their group of customers which visit this community pharmacy and analyze which group of patients, which group of consumers they need to serve. Product segmentation, division of market into different products. For example, medical products, pharmaceutical products, medicinal drugs, and biological active food additives. In case that community pharmacy is placed near to hospital, they need to analyze demand of hospital and build their assortment in accordance with this demand. And the last, customer segmentation, when market is divided to different group of customers according principle of provision of medical and pharmaceutical care, primary, secondary, tertiary, or hospital care and ambulatory care. Customers could be divided by demographic characteristic, by social, economical status, or by some group of disease. STP marketing model includes 3 steps: segmentation, targeting, and positioning. First, companies should provide segmentation, understand which segment of market they need to serve, targeting, and at last, how they can position or present their products or service to this group of customers on existing market. The marketing mix is a very useful tool which helps entrepreneurs to perform marketing strategy and positioning. First time it was introduced by Philip Kotler. It called 4 P's because it based on 4 P's: product, place, price, and promotion. Products describe product or service which company would like to present to sell on the existing market. Place, how company obtain and distribute their products. Price by which product will be presented on the market, and which promotional efforts company ready to use to implement for achievement their goals. 4P marketing complex, which consider as classic marketing complex, marketing mix, was replaced by 5P complex, and only 1P was added to this mix: people. People who realize marketing strategy and marketing performance. Pharmacists, workers of pharmacies, salespersons, pharmacy assistants, or medical agents and representatives who visit doctors and promote their production. Employees of pharmaceutical companies, all of them formulate this 5th P, people. That's product. Product could be physical, tangible, or intangible in case of service. And which characteristic of product is important? These characteristics include function, appearance, packaging, service, guarantee, and other characteristics. Or in case of medicinal drugs, of course, first characteristic is quality, effectiveness, and safety. Place, how company decide about channels of distribution for obtaining channels or logistical channels for obtaining products, channels of distribution them. And distribution decisions include market coverage, channel member selections, logistics, levels of services, and levels of forms of transportation, levels of logistic system. Price. Pricing decisions should take into account profit margins and pricing response of competitors, because competitors play great role on the market, and company never can offer price which is much higher or lower than price of competitors. Price includes not only final price but also discounts, financing, and other options. Promotion decisions are those related to communicating and selling to potential consumers. And in area of pharmacy, special communication methods of promotional communication methods are used, such as public relations, visiting of doctors, personal selling, and other. And people. People decisions are very important. First person whom see consumer in the community pharmacy is pharmacist or pharmacy assistant worker, and in case that customer does not like this his behavior, his attitude to him, he will not like he does not like community pharmacy at whole. Same with medical agents who visit doctor for promotion of production of the company. If a doctor does not like his behavior or his intelligence, he has not good opinion about whole company which sends such agent to him. Here you see summary of marketing mix decision, which includes product, place, price, promotion, and people. That's marketing is how you define your product, promote your product, distribute your product, and maintain relationship with your potential customers. The main goal of marketing activities are getting your potential customers' attention, motivate them to buy, get them to actually buy, and get them to buy again and again, and offer your product to neighbors, to relatives, to friends, and other people. How you can achieve this goal to attracting potential customers? Of course, with help of marketing research, system of marketing research. Marketing research divided to consumer marketing research and business-to-business market research. Consumer market research direct to final consumers of the product, but business-to-business market research usually organized by manufacturer for finding potential buyers such as wholesalers, warehouses, and like this. Consumer market research is a form which concentrates on understanding the behaviors and preferences of consumers and aims to understand the effects and comparative success of marketing campaigns. Market research should be systematic. They should not be performed once or twice. They should be performed on systematically base. They should be objective. Company managers don't need to have false, not objective information. They need to see picture of business in clear form, in real form. And market research should be accurate, and data derived from this marketing research should be accurate and applicable, useful in your future business. The process of marketing research performance starts from identification of goal of research, goal and tasks of research, objectives. Then collection of data with some method of marketing research, analysis of data, and the most important, dissemination of information. Because all decisions made during this research should be implemented in practice of company. Which areas covered by marketing research? General market research, product research, advertising research, consumer research, sales research, corporate research directed to internal organization of the company. Market research are broad in scope, and they examine all aspects of business environment. Usually they are provided by big companies, by giant conglomerates, or by some specialized marketing companies by order, or by governmental organizations or non-governmental organizations. They ask questions about competitors, market structure, government regulations, economic trends, and other factors. Product research. This kind of research could be performed by manufacturers or wholesalers, distributors. This research look at what products can be produced with available technology and what new product innovations near future technology can develop, which product needs this market, existing market. Usually this marketing research are provided by wholesalers when they decide which kind of products they need to distribute. Advertising research, specialized form of marketing research conducted to improve efficacy of advertising. All kind of pharmaceutical organizations, even pharmacies, drugstores, deal with this kind of research. They concern about which kind of advertising methods, promotional methods they need to implement in their practice, evaluate this method and find the best method. Community pharmacy usually prefer some boards or some information materials such as brochures and other printed materials which given to consumers. Despite of wholesaling and distribution of pharmaceutical companies who prefer organization of scientific conferences, some events dealing with doctors, personal selling, public relations, and other. Some research, marketing research, are focused on problem identification. This method, this research help to identify problems. For example, if company see negative dynamic in sales or low demand on some products, they need to organize that kind of research and understand better the situation and find methods which help solve these problems. Same methods used for forecasting and planning. That's we see that marketing research take place on the market where exchange process is performed and the biggest group of potential buyers, customers, they play the most important role in this process of market exchange. That company effort should be focused on identifying of buyers' needs and wants and satisfying them in best way. Pharmaceutical market has one important difference which make it unique and completely differ from other markets. On pharmaceutical market, not final consumers, patients make decision about getting medicine. Usually doctors who called intermediate consumers, they play more important role on pharmaceutical market because they prescribe medicines and by this way they formulate demand on some product. That when company organize their marketing process, they need to answer these questions. How do potential buyers go about making purchase decisions? This question is related also to doctors, to intermediate consumers. And what factors influence their decision process and in what way? That we need pay attention to buying decision process and understand on which stage of this process company need to focus. Of course, this second stage, information search, because only in case of information provision of good and true information, company can achieve their goals and attract a broad audience of potential customers. For marketing research, different kind of methods used. These methods could be divided to secondary and primary methods. Secondary methods, they use secondary data obtained from previous research. There could be data, internal data of the company, dynamic of sales for last period, or information about previous performed research, or information from outside, statistics, statistic about population, about disease, then some publications. Secondary data mean that this data was obtained not especially for our marketing research, but from existing documents, existing data. Primary research, they are organized by the company and they provided for the purpose of marketing research. In this research, different kind of information could be obtained, also quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative data about number of potential buyers in this district or in this city or in this region, number of patients with special disease. This kind of information could be get. Information about ages of potential customers, or in case that a company organize promotion of new medicine which used in cardiology practice, number of doctor cardiologists who work in Republic or in city, also in information which help to organize marketing performance. Which methods used for them? Focus group or deep group interview, depth interview, protocol analysis, personal interview, surveys, and some mixed methods. Usually, which types of research are organized in pharmaceutical practice? Retail pharmacy purchases, they can analyze demand, they can provide survey, they can provide some research with the help of wholesalers. Hospital purchases. For hospital purchases, usually used expert opinion marketing methods when hospital manager attract experts for making forecasts for medicines which are could be used in hospital, comparison between generics, comparison between generic and originals, and establishing of assortment, because assortment of hospital pharmacy is less than retail pharmacy, and they need to understand and identify which medicines they need to buy. Warehouse withdrawals, they can organize marketing research about problem identification, which medicines return by retail pharmacy and not sold well. Then analysis of retail pharmacy prescriptions, division group of medicines which help establish and form complete better assortment of products. Promotional media research which help identify which promotional methods of communication should be used by company or retail pharmacy. Sometimes marketing research are used for assessment of company business performance in comparison with competitors. It's very useful method which have been using for a long time on the market, especially on pharmaceutical market. According to this method, company should be compared with competitor by two internal and external characteristics. Internal characteristics include staff, place, assortment, prices, and other factors which depend on company. These factors could be positive strengths or negative weaknesses, poor characteristics. External factors also should be considered from position of positive effects, such as opportunities. Examples for opportunities could be participants in some social programs or in some tenders or some taxation incentives given by government participants in this process. And negative external factors, threats. As example, if you are owner of small pharmacy, you see that next to your pharmacy, new big community pharmacy is open. You cannot do anything against this. You just could avoid, you just could strengthen your strong points. That's at the end, marketologists complete matrix for SWOT analysis and understand which points, which strong points they have, and they need to use of them in most useful way, which weakness they have and how they can improve these weaknesses, how they could use of opportunities which come from outside, and how to avoid some negatives which come from outside, such as threats. With the help of this method, not only companies could be compared to each other, also products could be compared. For example, two generics could be compared by this way. Realization of marketing performance is finding of better communication method. First word which is associated with marketing is advertising, but it is not true. Methods such as sales promotion, direct marketing, public relations, personal selling, they used for marketing communication as well. Here you see marketing communication mix which could be used for pharmaceutical companies. Some marketing communication methods used for getting profit, such as sales promotion. They focus on getting profits, and different companies, sales companies could be organized bonuses or buy one product and you could get another one by half price. And these methods usually directed to getting profits. For example, public relation method does not focus on getting profit. This method focuses more on general image of company within society, taking participation in some events, in some social programs, in some charity projects like this. Direct marketing in area of pharmacy is not so popular as in other areas of market. Direct marketing to final consumers is permitted legally only in two countries, United States of America and New Zealand. In other countries it's prohibited. But not prescription medicines such as biological active food additives or some medical goods and other pharmaceutical products could be promoted by this way. Interactive marketing or digital marketing, which is carried out with the help of internet. Personal selling very popular method of communication, marketing communication, especially where the company communicate with doctors. Advertising, which include boardings, brochures, printed materials, publishing of advertising in special medical journals, organization of scientific conferences, different events, also useful method of marketing communication. As I said previously, pharmaceutical companies usually use method of personal selling. When medical agents, as representatives of company, visit doctors in their workplace, at their workplace, in hospitals, in polyclinics, and tell them about their production. These face-to-face visits to physicians or purchasing managers in hospitals, during these visits, they present new medicines. During these visits, they need to present material about drug and influence on prescribing habit of doctor, attract doctor to prescribe production of their company. During this visit, they deliver samples, free samples, and doctor can make their own opinion, formulate his own opinion about this production. During detailing, usually medical representatives tell about efficacy of drugs, side effects, drug interactions, dosage, cost of drug delivery method. Compare with brand, with original medicine. It's very important that comparison should base on proven scientific data. All information should be evidence-based. It's not good for company's image when representative is not intelligent or not courteous and rude, or provide information in not applicable form. That doctor should make good medical agent should make good image, because appearance of this agent affect on whole image of company which he is represented. That's personal selling, and this kind of detailing can have also positive and negative effect. And negative effect, of course, not good for company image. Not all doctors are same for pharmaceutical company. Some of them are more important. They call them key opinion leaders. Usually these doctors, popular, famous doctors who have a lot of patients, usually they have academic degree. They participate in conferences, in scientific research, and when a company, pharmaceutical company, attracts this key opinion leader in some area, one neurologist, one cardiologist, or infectionist, it means that company attracted 10, 20 more doctors who are influenced by this key opinion leader, manager. Exchange ideas with other physicians regarding new products or investigations or adverse events could be provided to other doctors. That's attraction of key opinion leaders is very important for marketing strategy of pharmaceutical company. At the end of our lecture, I would like to show you some unique aspects of pharmaceutical marketing and sales. First, that role of intermediate consumer, non-purchasers, is huge because non-purchasers, doctors, establish and formulate demand on most of prescription drugs on the market. Then, existence of ethical criteria regulated promotion of drugs. We talked about it on our previous lectures. These criteria were introduced by World Health Organization in 1988, and they cover all process of drugs promotion, how it should be performed. And prohibition of advertising of prescription medicines in mass media is also one of the aspects of pharmaceutical marketing. Then, existence of different kind of information about medicines and difference between information for patients, information for healthcare professionals, for specialists. Then classification of market according disease or group of disease. Usually pharmaceutical market divided by medicines which used in cardiological practice, for infection disease, in psychiatric disease, like this. These are most important aspects of pharmaceutical marketing. I hope that this lecture was interesting for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me by mail. Thank you for attention.